Sound check. Sound check. Sound check. Hello. Alright. Hello everyone. So today we'll be breaking down this song of mine. Okay, so a little bit about how this song came to be. Alright, I shouldn't be watching my own stream. Oops. Let me mute myself. Okay, so for the past year or so, I've been listening to a lot of like post-rock, electronic rock kind of songs, and all of those, or most of those, they contain what's called a noise wall section. It's basically just a super intense section with lots of super saws and guitars and acoustic drums. So I've always wanted to try make one of those. Yeah, so this is my attempt at doing that. Alright, so I'm here in the drop FLP. Let's take a listen. I think this is an earlier version. I don't think I can find like the current version, but it sounds a bit different. Yeah, not Oscar. This will be put up later on my channel. Alright, so I think I made the bass section first. Okay, so this thing first. No, this thing first. So this is a serum. And I just drew in the harmonics. Yeah, so it looks a bit silly, but I just drew it in. And what did I put on here? This is not doing anything. I don't know why this is here. That's it, really. I think it's just like adding a bit of volume, but it's not doing any distortion. And the balance is for sidechain. I'll talk about sidechain later. Now the other bass layer, this one, this is really funny. If I just solo this somehow. This might be a bit loud. Yeah, so it's just a saw wave and white noise. And I'm using a bit crusher to kind of act like an EQ to cut the highs. And then this is the main part. I am basically doing ring modulation. No, I'm doing amplitude modulation. I'm taking the sub bass as the sidechain input, which is going through this external audio follower, which is then modulating the gain. So yeah, that makes it really quiet. So then I'm boosting a bunch with this EQ and some wave shaper. And then of course multi-band delay for some dispersion. Yeah, okay, so I think that's the main. Actually, there's one more bass layer, but I think I added this one later after the leads. So I added these things first, I think. Let me mute. Yeah, so this one. This is Scared Effects. Yeah, it's just a saw, but I added like I added another sine wave an octave above. I don't think you can hear a difference. Okay, so it's mainly the delay and then the distortion afterwards. So the delay just... it's just a stereo delay, and then the distortion, when the notes are overlapping, it's giving that like kind of grittiness, and it's giving it the I don't know how to describe it. A high pass. I think... okay, so first of all I put just a Valhalla Supermassive for the reverb. And it's just more distortion. And more high pass. Yeah, I find like these kind of like distorted, almost guitar-y kind of leads are usually pretty easy to make. It's mostly just either you use delay or just in the MIDI you have some sort of overlapping notes like this. So there's like multiple notes playing, and then you put that through a distortion, and then you get a nice tone. Alright, and then this other one. This is also very, very, very simple. It's just a sine wave with 3 voices of unison but no detune. And then it's just distortion. Like without distortion. It's like a nice sine pad. And you just crank the distortion on it. I'm not sure if the filter's doing anything. Okay, yeah, the filter's doing a lot. just cut off like the bass and then put it through distortion. Wait, what was the other effect? I should forgot. I think it was just EQ. High pass, more high pass. That's for later. Reverb, more EQ. Just cutting the fundamentals a bit. Okay. So that was that one. So far we have these 4 layers. Alright. So I think after I made those 4 layers, you can kind of see in the spectrogram, it's like, it sounds okay without any context, but it's missing a lot of low mids. So I just added another bass layer for that, which was this one. Again, it's just distortion. So yeah, it's just a regular chord plug. It's playing, pretty much just playing fifths, and you just put it through a distortion. And then I think the EQ is just high passing, yeah. Alright, so we have these 5 layers now. And I also have this noise layer and also a canvas pad. This one's doing a lot. Oh, yeah, this one. It's like really loud. No. This wave shaper. Yeah, so it's basically just turning everything into like a binary signal. I can record it. Why can't I record it? Ah, there we go. Yeah, so you can see it's just a binary signal. It's either at -1 or it's at 1. So it's like achieving maximum loudness. What does it sound like without? Yeah, it's basically just a noise layer. So that with the stack sounds like this. Yeah, it's doing a lot. And the canvas pad. I remember having a lot of issues with this one because it sounds out of tune. I don't think I changed it. But yeah, I think I just ended up like ignoring it because you can't really hear it anyway. Yeah, it's mainly like filling the low mids again. Yeah, So that's pretty much the stack layers. Alright, so let's talk about the drums. These are the drums. And then later when the snare comes in.
Ooh. Hello.
Who is this?
It's Canvas.
It's Canvas, no way.
What's up?
Good to
I'm
see
hearing
you.
twice. Let me. It's good to see you too. Could you stream on Discord so I could
Hell yeah.
not have to hear everything twice?
Sure.
Hell yeah.
Alright. So for the drums, a lot of it is just like adding variations in its volume. So the kick, I put way too much processing on the kick. So like without it, already I'm like changing the volume. So it's like the kicks that are happening on the beat are like maximum loudness, and then these other ones are a little quieter, and also like deleting the transients a bit on those kicks, so it's like you can kind of feel the pulse. And then I don't know why I did this, but I put like an LFO that dynamically it's like manually doing transient shaping pretty much. I'm just like adding more transient, but I'm doing it differently for like each kick. So
That's pretty cool. I like that.
yeah. I was trying to mix this later. I remember I was like, why does it sound so inconsistent? And I was like, I remember I put this thing on. I was like, oh. Just like an EQ, and this delimiter. Wait, why is the limiter on the kick? Oh, it's just this for a transient. Okay. I think this is just like it's just doing hard clipping pretty much. It's just chopping the peaks off. And then for the crashes, this one, I'm using ring mod sidechain from the kick. So without it, it just sounds super flat. It just sounds normal. But then with it, it's like every time the kick hits, like the bass of the kick will kind of it will delete the corresponding parts in the cymbal. So then I can like mix it in this without. You can hear like it's like cutting out a bit when the kick hits.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And just some other clap layer. It's pretty much the drums. I went like a bit crazy with the kicks on the second section.
What?
Am I doing anything to the snare? Oh yeah. The snare sounds completely different without the processing. That's the snare, and without it. So like, what am I doing? I did. That's a limiter, but it sounds like a compressor. And then this one, this is just like expanding the high end.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it makes the tail sound huge. I think this is for stereo. Yeah, it's like just turning the stereo down in the lows. I think that's it for the drums. Now sidechain, I think the sidechain here is a little interesting. So first of all, I'm like sidechaining, I'm just using this just to sidechain the, just to sidechain the bass. So that's this one and this one, these two bass layers. Yeah. So that's what these fruity balance are doing. And then for the main sidechain, I'm just using like pretty much like the most old school sidechain technique, which is just using a compressor. So I'm sending the kick, where's the kick? This one, into the stack bus, and this one, what's doing is it's basically RM sidechain again. It's just carving out the waveform of the kick from whatever is going through this bus. So I think I can record using Edison. Let's see if I can see it. Actually, let's just do it without the bass layers. Yeah, so you can see like, how do I even describe this? It's just like,
It's not that like kickstart-y, pumping LFO kind of shape.
yeah.
It's like full sounding the whole time.
Yeah.
Carved out. Yeah.
Because it's just like
That's
carving
cool.
it's like carving the waveform of the kick out from here. So like every time it dips here, that's like when the kick is like at a maximum or at a minimum.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like that.
That's really cool.
To give it like the nice fuzz. It also helps to enable the kick to come through more as well, because just the kick on its own, it doesn't have any high end like in a tail, right? It's just like a bass frequency.
Mm-hmm.
But because I'm like essentially changing the volume based on this low end, you also get like the corresponding fuzziness in the high end.
Yeah, that's super cool.
But obviously it doesn't, that's too fast for the low frequencies, like the bass instruments. So that's why I had like the separate sidechain for I get
okay.
like additional sidechain for the bass, because like without it sounds like it doesn't sound like a sidechain.
Yeah. There's probably more phasey kind of issues with like doing that with a sub, I bet, as well.
Yeah. I believe that's everything. And on top of everything, I have a wave shaper on the master. It's actually like
preset.
I feel like it's actually like doing quite a bit.
Confirm it.
So without it, what? Oh, turn out the piano.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think it's mostly adding some volume, but also it's like it's also adding more sidechain in a way, because when the kick is like at like going from 1 to -1, like maxing out the dynamic range, it also like having this wave shaper will reduce the dynamic of the other elements more. It's like adding sidechain in a way. I like this shape a lot. Basically, it's like having like a straight. It's having like a straight line, and then you do whatever you want to do below the straight line, because what this will do is it will preserve the dynamic when the waveform is like above this level of volume. It just won't change it. It's only adding distortion to kind of like the levels below.
Ah.
I mean, let's see if I just find like a drum loop. Sure.
Good old cymatics. I feel like 90% of the time when you search for something, a cymatic sample will pop up.
Because I downloaded too many of them. Alright, so this line is basically representing like the peak loudness of the waveform. And I can do whatever I want to do down here. Let's just say I just turn everything to 0.
Ooh.
It sounds like garbage, but the dynamic doesn't change, because if you look at a waveform, right? So everything above. Okay, this is actually kind of a terrible example. Maybe don't set to 0. Maybe go the other way. Maybe like, yeah, let's just say that. It's gonna be loud though. Okay, so.
Ooh.
Right, like obviously, if it's like below the certain level, it would just it just turns it into like a mess. But you can see the peaks are still coming through. It's not like we're crushing the waveform down. The peaks are still coming through, so it still has the dynamics, but you still get distortion as well. So it's nice.
That's pretty fancy.
All right. I think that's it for the drop. Let me see if I missed anything on chat.
I've stopped chatting because I'm in here. I should still chat in the chat.
Alright. I want to show you guys then the original version of this. So not a drop, but the other, the intro and the verse and the build up. And I think
you usually do stuff in like different projects, like drops and stuff.
Honestly, I don't even know.
Just depends on the project.
Yeah, it depends a lot.
Totally fair.
Yeah, this project is pretty interesting because so first I made a drop, and then I had no idea how to make the other sections, and then I came up with this version, which I'm about to show, which I worked on for like weeks, and then I decided I don't like it, and I made a new version in like 3 days.
I was about to say, imagine working on your pad tune for more than a week. It's funny that you can spend like so long on just one thing and it just doesn't ever come together. And then you get like 3 days of just like straight inspiration, and it just all comes together so quick. It's great. I see delay. You get bonus points for that.
Hell yeah. It's actually a based plugin.
It's sick.
So good. Alright. Let's take a listen. no. Yes.
Love it.
Yeah. I quite like that as well, but it's just like for a lot of the sections, I feel like it's like it's 80% there, but it's missing 20% of something, and I don't know what. I feel like it's like the whole thing feels a bit bland. Like I think I used like a lot of dry elements. It's very much just like everything's kind of like one thing after the other. There isn't a lot of layering, and for some reason I just felt like it didn't really fit with the vibe of the drop.
It just sounds pretty
Yeah.
cool. I like it. Should keep it and steal things from it in the future. That's what you
Yeah,
really do.
definitely. Like the Botanica-ish section, I'm definitely going to be stealing.
Yeah, there was some cool texture stuff in there.
Yeah.
And I had the funny Wind Blossom harp that I use in literally like every song.
Oh yeah, wait, where is that? Right, here it is.
I use that in like
It
everything,
matched
bro.
so well with the ARP. I don't know.
Right, it just fits like wherever you put it.
It's too funny.
Yeah, it's just such a good like layer for anything, bro.
Yeah.
I use it in back like as a back effect in drops and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it just fills up space. Shout out Wind Blossom.
Real.
So are we loading up the actual version now?
Yes.
Ooh. Need a drum roll.
Alright, here we go.
It's a dense boy.
Yeah, the disorganized boy. Alright, let's go
As
with
long
this.
as you know where everything is.
Do I?
Probably not now.
Alright, let's just go through section by section. Yes. Very generic intro pads and stuff.
It's well pretty.
Am I automating the stereo? No, I'm not. Okay. That's actually cool though. I do like to put like reverb elements back in the center. It has like a very interesting kind of feel to it.
Oh, well, like completely mono.
Yeah. And then when you have like
Yeah.
other elements that are on the side, like it really pops out.
Ah. Oh wow, yeah.
What is this? It's like a sine wave. Alright. So this is like one of the main pad layers that goes throughout the whole song. I think this is a 5/4 polyrhythm.
Oh, cool. What synth is that?
It's like 2 serum layers.
Ooh.
Why is there no sound? Oh, because I turned off the automation. I'll just do this.
Cool sound.
I'm like randomizing the sync position on each note, and then just adding some pitch variation on it by modulating the phase position.
Cool.
It's the convolver that's okay. The convolver is blurring everything. That's the actual synth. The low pass thing. I'm using 2 low pass filters. This is crazy. Alright. Oh, the convolver's only on the intro.
I like that convolver trick.
Yeah, just like blur everything.
Yeah, using the white noise. I can't get that to work in Ableton. Like I tried importing like the exact same like impulse as the FL1, and it doesn't sound as good. So
I think because it has. Are you able to like control the envelope?
maybe, I don't know.
Because the FL, like if you look at the line, it's got like envelope, and that's like what's giving it like a very long attack and very long release. It's mainly an attack actually. Otherwise you like preserve the transient, which is why it might not sound as good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought you can change this.
That's what that does.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
It's okay. So that's the intro section, and then what do we have here? Alright, so this is ARP. This is just a preset from like Serum.
Is Serum your go-to?
It appears so.
There's some face plants, some vitals in there. Cheeky 3 times offs.
Of course. Serum's fast, like compared to the other 3, but to the other 2, it's like quick.
Yeah, definitely is.
Right, and I think the main thing on this synth is just the delay. The reverse forward is insanely good in the delay. That's for later. More reverb. some compression.
Very icy sound. I like it.
Yeah. High pass. That's probably for later as well. And that's the low pass I'm automating. A lot of the stuff here is just like me automating a low pass and just gradually opening it up.
Makes it seem less flat. We have an amp.
I meant to be here an hour ago, but oops.
That's all good.
Hi, amp.
I got distracted working on art.
Ooh. Eva's giving us the sauce.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the mad sauce. It's quite funny, Eva. You use a lot of like basic shapes, but then you do like really complex stuff to them.
Yeah.
It's funny. Someone in the chat was asking, how long do you usually use on projects like this? How long do you usually take on projects like this, I guess?
How long do I take on projects like this? It's like it can vary. Like, for example, this one, right? This one, the entire project, the entire like project file. This project file only took like 3 days. But
Not bad.
for example, the one I was showing before, or even the drop I took like weeks on as well. So it really depends a lot of the times. It's very, very inspiration dependent. Yeah. This layer is just DLA doing so much work. So without it, does it even have any? No, just like no modulation, just like static. I think it's because I'm playing fifths and just intonation and whatnot. So like it has kind of like a built-in modulation.
Yeah, using the harmonic do the funny.
Yeah.
Wait, this song's in just intonation.
No. I'm saying because when you play fifths in equal temperament, it doesn't line up exactly with like how harmonic series goes. So then you get a little bit of detuned, just even without any detune. So that's like where the modulation comes from.
Yeah, I can see it up there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really cool.
But the delay is like doing like 50% of it.
Instapad.
Yeah. Just some EQ. I don't know what's going on here.
There was a harsh voice.
Yeah. So there was that one. And oh, okay. I'll talk about this one first. I think it's just a preset. Oh, it's not a preset. It's a what is this? Pan drum hit. It's one of the stock samples. I just did some stuff to it using the granular synth.
Ooh. That's pretty.
Yeah. I'll talk about this one first. Actually, there isn't much to talk about for this. I really like how it sounds, but I completely forgot how I made it.
Ooh, it's crunchy. Sounds like Kodak.
Yeah. There's also like a also appears at the end. There's a really cool thing at the end I want to show, but I'll say that later.
You have to watch the whole VOD.
And now this very silly synth.
That is a whimsical lead.
And yeah, like going back to basic shapes is pretty much. It's like everything's come from the delay, I think. It's like a annoying kind of beep, and then we put delay on it. Actually, it's delay, and I think it's mostly reverb for this one. No low pass. This one. Yeah, I think that's it for this section. Pretty much. Alright, next section. Alright, so first of all, just plonk.
Is that the technical term?
I have no idea. What's happening? It's like a square wave kind of thing. Yeah, just putting through a low pass, and I'm adding the classic, adding a bit of pitch attack, a little bit on the filter as well. I think that's just a sine wave but an octave up. Makes it sound more like saw E. Delay before distortion. Yep, and that's that one. And we have a base layer. Yeah, so like all of the stereo and modulation just comes from this oscillator. I'm just deleting the fundamental and then turning down the second. Weissner
You
sound.
turned down the second.
Hmm?
You turned down the second.
Yeah.
Cool.
Boobs! I forgot that's my joint sound. I keep forgetting, bro.
That's quite the entrance.
Talors,
I
say hi to
said
the
it.
stream.
I said it as my join sound for another server, and I forgot that it stays my join sound. I need to turn that shit off. Hello, stream.
I like it. Yeah, Ebba's close.
This part is really cool. Like when it pitches
Yeah, the
down.
slide. That's like my favorite part of this section.
Oh yeah.
I feel like just the bass on its own, like it doesn't sound that great. Like as in like the harmonic structure. But then when you pitch it down, it's like that's so nice.
Yeah. It adds a nice rumble, which sets really well in context.
Yeah. And then we also have some more plucks. It's also pretty basic. It's just yeah, it's just like a basic saw pluck, and then tons of reverb. And the percussions here. The percussions.
Uh-oh.
None of them are percussion sounds.
Oh, God.
All of them are glitches.
Amboss glitches.
All of them are the glitches. And it's like
That's hilarious.
I didn't even process it that much. It's just a high pass. Well, no, it isn't slow pass. I think these ones
Not even.
go to like just
Hey,
a high
Eric.
pass.
Hello.
Yo, hi Eric.
Yo.
Hello.
Hello.
It's been a
Gangs on
while.
there.
Yeah, it's been a while. How are you?
Doing well. What about you?
Yeah, not bad. Just been at uni. Just been doing work. So
Ah, nice,
doing
nice.
my mathematics.
Yippee.
Yeah. Been doing anal 4.
That's crazy.
Yeah. We call it analysis, but if we abbreviate it, it's really funny.
Real
So-
analysis or
Yeah, so-
complex?
Real analysis.
Oh yeah, that
So it's
one.
real. It's real anal. It's not just complex anal.
Not just imaginary anal.
Yeah, the anal's really hard. Like,
I've heard like real is harder than harder than complex.
yeah, real analysis is really difficult. Like, at least it's taught well. Like, basically, you'll remember doing calculus in high school
Yeah.
for like everyone else, for Eddie and Faye's benefit, right? Like, you remember
For
doing
the brainlets.
calculus, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, imagine that, but in the lessons, everyone stopped to say, "But why?" at everything.
Oh yeah.
That's
yeah.
basically what real analysis is.
Like Plato.
Like someone said,
was
"Yeah,
running
we're
the-
gonna take
running
the derivative."
class.
Yeah, but why? Yeah, but how?
Mm.
Yeah,
It's
how
like-
does this work?
It's like Shakespeare but in math.
Yeah.
Wow.
That sounds like pain.
And it's all named after a bunch of like European guys with a bunch of difficult names to pronounce.
Of course it is.
Like we're dealing with something called the Lebesgue measure, but Lebesgue is spelled Lebesgue.
Weird
Okay.
names.
What are you working on? Anyway.
I am live streaming my project breakdown of
Very nice.
a little song I made.
An epic song that you made.
Where are you streaming
Called
it?
Disentangled, which is out now on Ponies at Dawn. And if you're watching, you should go listen to it.
Oh yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so all of these sounds here are literally just chopped up from Bird Glitches.
Oh, they sound really good. Ebba.
Yeah, I wonder who made them. It
Where
must be
did you
really
get
cool.
those from?
It's an epic glitch sample pack made by the one and only Canvas and you should buy
Wow,
it.
imagine if Canvas was here, right? That would be like so cool. I
yeah.
hear she's like really talented.
Nah. Don't know about that. We're distracting you,
So
Evan.
everyone
Carry on.
Okay, so this is also a cool thing I discovered with reverb, and specifically when you automate the room size. So just by itself, like without any automation. Oh well, first of all, just the drum loop that's dry. Just like break beat, and then I am using a reverb with like very low diffusion, so you can hear like each individual partial. But then when you automate it, for some reason, like it cuts off the previous buffer, whatever it's called. It's like it cuts off the tail of like the previous partials.
Oh.
Yeah. That
That's
like
really cool.
that might be like a limitation, but I'm just using it in a creative way.
Yeah, I've never heard of that before. That's pretty sick.
And what else is new here? I think that's everything. Alright, next section. Oops. I think I missed a few things in chat. Hang on. Apparently Vital is not showing.
Oh.
But
Yeah,
you guys can
the
see
Discord.
Vital.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's not showing, huh?
Maybe Discord's hogging it.
Maybe. It's fine. It's not anything too complicated. It's just abusing the reverb in Vital.
That's very weird. That was a pretty section. It sounded very nice.
Yeah. There's a few. I'm like turning on a few automations. So first of all, the ARP that we had before, this one. I'm turning on a snap heap, which is just like a phaser.
Ooh, that was a cool transition.
Yeah. There's a lot of like nice presets in snap heap. Warm phaser. And that's pretty much like the main thing you hear for like the first 8 bars of this section. And nothing else actually. So we have the drums. So the same drums from earlier, and then shout out some single purpose DMB top loop. Oh, and it's a full
Where'd
loop.
you get all your samples from?
I should show everyone.
I don't mean colors, like all the others, like the other sample that you had there.
Oh well, I mean this one's from Colors first of all. The other ones,
Yeah.
like this one,
Yeah.
it's like a.
Just in general as well.
I just search. I just type here and find my samples. I don't know, like all of these I just download like randomly from random places. This particular
really
one,
good at,
it's like it's called RGD drum and bass pack. I think RGD, they like make a lot of like free sample packs for like all kinds of genres. I just got one of them.
Did you buy many sample packs? Or did you just...
Not really.
No.
I just
fair.
used the free ones.
Yeah, you can do a lot of good stuff with the free ones.
Hmm. Oh yeah, and this kick is from just like a loop I made. No, wait.
Ooh.
It's that, but like stretched out by a lot. I'm just taking the kick from it.
That's sick. What's your like thought process of like doing that instead of just like using a kick sample?
I don't know.
I'm asking you all these questions.
Yeah,
Sound
like
cool.
you can tell like the process when it comes to making my drums is like very, very strange.
Yeah.
I think this section of like the percussive sections here like already speaks volume about like how I just chop random things and then call it a day.
Oh, that's sick though.
Yeah.
It makes it sound unique. Doing like hi-hats and stuff like that is, I mean, it's easy because just chop it out of anything.
Let's see. Okay, and then we have a proper bass now. Okay, so this one mainly is just using the Icon House Kick wavetable.
Coded wavetable.
Yep. It's just like it sounds like a saw, but sounds much better than like a saw.
It's like a dispersory kind of guy.
Yeah.
Before we knew what dispersor was.
Yeah. Some other synths here. This is the same synth from before. And I think there's another face plant. Again, it's just adding distortion, like without it. Some like random flute sound. Delay, EQ. I do this a lot actually. It's like it's almost hard clipping, but it's not because you have some attack and release. So it just like flattens out the dynamics. And then we have this impact, which I'm
Jesus.
I'm boosting quite a lot. I like doing that a lot. It's just like hard clipping everything.
Sounds cool.
Yeah. And then next section.
Pretty. Do I hear vocals in that? Or is that just...
Did you?
Yeah.
I don't think there
Is
was
that-
any.
Some of those auditory illusions.
Whereabouts did you hear it?
Oh no. Just kind of all over.
I mean, there is like a blurred vocal pad.
Yeah. It's just all those kind of like sounds blurred together. I hear like kind of very vocally.
Yeah.
There's
Sounds
some
cool.
of those like kind of octave echo-y things that kind of sound like vocal chops too, which I imagine doesn't help.
Yeah. Alright, so we have this new layer. And what do you know? It's more distortion.
I was gonna make a joke.
About distortion.
That was about the fact that it's like a saw with
Oh yeah.
a saw with distortion.
Okay, this one though is actually, I'd say it's like slightly more complicated. This is the trick I learned from
Oh.
Virtual Riot, where he made like a fake reverb sound just by modulating the
Ah.
detune and moving it up as the note fades away.
Oh yeah, I remember. That's yeah.
I find that sounds really nice when you put it through distortion, because it doesn't sound very static, and also doesn't like it sounds less distorted if you do it this way. So that's just that layer. Oh yeah, some upward expansion. So that's that one. What else? Changing the pattern of the bass just a little bit. And adding this very silly percussion, which is actually a snare now.
So you're just doing like kind of little changes just to, because you're playing. It's quite like an extended kind of build, like intro.
Yeah.
So just doing like little changes to keep it interesting.
Yeah, that's right. It's kind of just like adding a few things every 16 bars.
Probably stuff that you don't even like notice, but like if it was the same, you would be like, okay,
Yeah.
we get it.
It's like, yeah, if it was the same, you would notice that it's the same, but this is just to prevent you from like,
Not even thinking about it. Yeah.
Okay. So finally introducing the melody that plays in the drop. Although I think like, you can't hear it in the drop anyway. It's just the same notes that are being used. It's just a sign in of course the sign into distortion.
If I ever make a how-to video on how to ever, like, it's gonna be great.
You know the secrets now. One thing I do like to like accentuate a bit more is if you just put a sine through a distortion, it'll just sound like a square wave. So to actually make it sound more unique and intended, I add like a little bit of release so that the start of every note overlaps with the end of every note a bit. So then you get like so without it sounds like a square wave.
Whoa. Whoa, that's really cool.
Yeah.
It kind of like, it's like a really subtle, like brushed kind of sound.
Yeah.
That's sick. There's so much you can do with just literally just like distortion and going through, you know, simple stuff.
Yeah.
It's crazy. That's so cool.
I find like the beginning and the end of each note is actually like extremely important. Even though like most of the like 99% of the sound actually comes from like the sustain part, but like the attack and also how the note finishes, it like completely changes how like it behaves as an instrument.
Yeah, there's this experiment that you can do, and it's like you get a bunch of one shots from different instruments and you remove the like attack portion and you have to guess what the actual instrument is, and people can't do it because it's like the attack is so like, you know, pivotal to the actual sound.
Yeah, for sure.
It's funny.
So in addition to like doing the release distortion trick, I also recently have been doing like a lot of FMing, but just FM like the beginning, like just the transient. So you like you FM from like the second oscillator and you just get like kind of this shape on just the FM like that, and that also has like a similar kind of, it creates a similar kind of sound.
Yeah, transients are super important.
Yeah.
That's why I want to get the slap plugin. Cause
Oh yeah, true.
Like, it'd be so over. You know, you'd have so much control.
Some pads. More arpeggiated stuff.
That sounds so cool. In context, that just sounds like a kind of like grain delay thing, and that's what I assumed you just did. But like, no, that's
no, it's
cool.
It's not that complicated. Like, just drawing the notes manually.
That's so funny. Do you design most of your synths like as you're making the project? Or
Yeah, I just like sound design from scratch because I don't know how to choose presets.
Ah. Is that like a kind of mental thing where it's like, you know, I shouldn't be using presets because I didn't make it kind of thing? Or
no, it's literally just like I don't know how to use them.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah, it's like I can't really get like the exact sound I want, so I just tend to like make it from scratch.
That's sick.
We're adding a lot of percussions here. Yeah, just changing into like a double kick. This is interesting. I'm like using a frequency shifter to only pitch the snare up a bit. So like without, it's like
Sick.
it goes up a bit. Adding a shaker. This entire thing is like made in serum. Just like one serum.
Wait, that shaker?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I'm not sure if I have it saved. but it's let me just try and find it. If not, I can just explain the. Oh wait, I think it's here. Crystal Shaker. Yeah, this one.
What the hell? That's so cool.
So like without a noise.
Oh yeah, it's just like a blinky.
I can house kick again. 2 voices.
It looks kind of like messed up. Is there some warping? Oh yeah, there's a sync on it. Or have you?
Maybe this is not I can house. Maybe I just typed in like another formula. Not sure.
Yeah. Have you dragged in a kick?
Maybe.
That's always fun.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Like a
I
bunch
love
of
that you have
rows.
like a super like digital sounding kind of shaker, and then like a
Yeah.
kind of real sounding ride. That's a good, cool contrast. That's cool.
Big riser.
There's a Camus Riser stack level.
I think that's from Find Me, I think.
Oh.
Yeah. It's where I just like took like 10 risers and just put it together. And add a reverb.
It sounds good. That's funny.
This layered I have like a separate sound design session project file, which is like what this entire thing is. And I made like a really cool riser-ish thing. But like, the interesting thing is like it goes down in the very final part when everything else is going up. And I think like it somehow fit really well.
Ooh, yeah.
Like it gives it more pull and anticipation than just like going up the whole way, I think.
Yeah.
Kind
It's
of
like that.
feeling
What's that thing where it goes up and down at the same time? The
contrary motion.
no.
Contrary
it's like
motion.
A riser. It's like a riser that never ends, and it's
Oh,
like
shepherd
going up and
tone.
down at
Shepherd
the same.
tone.
Yeah, shepherd
Shepherd tone. That's what it's called. Yes. Yeah.
I was gonna say it feels like it fills the role of like a drum fill kinda.
Yeah, actually. Because at the end, like, it just goes super glitchy and just like the partials. It kind of feels like a tape stop, like on a drum beat. Yeah.
For like a crunchy one. The tape crunch.
Okay. I think that's everything. And then we just have this two bar break into the drop. There's actually a lot of things here. That sample again.
I like that one. That one's cool.
Yeah, I think that's like the main sound in that section. It's just the... Oh, I forgot what it was. I think it's...
Oh, it's reversed.
Yeah, it's reverse something, but forgot what it was. It's definitely just like something I sampled. Like it's like either like the same ARP, this one, or it's from the drop. I can't remember though. Drum fill. Explosion. Oh, that's a drum fill? I couldn't even tell. It's got like no
What?
dynamics.
What the heck?
Yeah, and just like a massive tom. I'm adding like, I don't know why, I just added like another saw wave.
Ah,
Just to, I guess, to fill more space.
yeah.
More ambience. And in the second half I added the ARP.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think like most of everything else is in the sound design project. The outro is just using the same, all the same elements. I think this is like this is the new synth. It's just a triangle, and then delay, of course.
It is not distortion, it's delay.
That's right.
You should make merch that says that on it.
What is that?
Sounds like a reverb tail from something.
Yeah. Not sure where it's from though. That sounds really cool. Alright, I'll talk about the cool thing I said at the beginning about the sample.
Oh, yeah.
So let me find where it is.
And the atmosphere is just nuts, bro.
Right, yeah, that part. So
Ooh.
when the impact hits, there's like an impact at the bottom here. That, is it that one?
Ooh,
I think it's that one. What do I have another? I think that's it. It's just that one. When that hits, it somehow was perfectly timed with the sample, and the sample just by chance it had like some like dropout kind of artifact here.
Mm-hmm.
So it sounds like this is getting sidechained by this.
Oh.
So it sounds so nice in my opinion. Like it drops out.
Oh, yeah.
Like if I
That's
change it
so
to like
solo, I love that.
some other section, it just won't sound the same. Like there's like no impact.
Yeah.
But when
That's
it
crazy.
drops out.
Audio dropout is like such a cool effect. I love that in like RC20 and stuff.
Yeah.
It just sounds good. That's so cool.
I think that's it from this project file. And then I want to show you the sound design.
There's still more.
There's still more.
Ooh.
But wait, there's more.
You thought it was over.
Well, I think one of like the main things I want to show, which I kind of like, I skipped over it, was the glitches. I think there's like a lot of glitches which I thought kind of added a lot of flavor to the song, which I want to show because the way I made them was also very silly. So I had what is this one? I think that's actually like the riser I was showing before, like the one that goes down.
Ah.
Or it's the same patch, or oh no, it's this one. Never mind. I think I stretch it out or something. I don't remember. Yeah, I think I like stretched that one out and it became this one. Okay, no, these are all like the riser ones. These ones are the one I want to talk about. Is it that one? That's the guitar, which is also cool. This one.
Whoa, that's cool.
So the way I made this was literally, so all the glitches are here in the Vital. I think just these 5 presets. So I just dragged in. Let's see if I can find original. Short one. So that's the one. I just dragged it in, and I pitched it all the way down, like minus 48 semitones. And it's just, I'm like changing the wave double position, but also changing the pitch. And that's basically it. This is the same as that one, like this one. This is like used everywhere. This one. And it's the same trick. I just drag in some glitch and then pitch it all the way down. I think I may have like put some sort of like random modulation to this. Maybe something like that. And then just recorded it. I think I used 2 voices as well because it's like stereo. And what else? There's this one. I don't think I used this one.
Phone's ringing.
Oh, and these 2 are so cool. The reverse guitar ones. It's pretty much just like reversing a sample, but you can control like the speed at which you do it. So there's that one. I don't know, like that one sounds so off just by its own, but like in context, the first one. Which like if you play with the track. Sounds like that. And then the second one. Why is this still playing? Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, it sounds really funky on its own.
Yeah. Yeah, just that sample, I put it like everywhere.
It sounds so textured and like, that's, yeah. That's a cool little trick.
It's just like it's like a granular synth, but you only use one voice and like no randomness. That's the riser. What else? It's like I don't know what happened here. It's like so much stuff.
Ooh.
I got like some basic samples.
I love those kind of stuttery sounds.
Yeah.
Can't get enough.
Oh, this one. Again, I have no idea how I made this. I forgot. It sounds like the tone sounds like this one, but it's like there's no effects and just like whatever. I don't know. I don't know how I made it.
Mm.
Again, I'm just using delay. Without it, it's just
Rubbish, I bet. Yeah. Delay is goaded.
yeah. What is this? Oh, this is I believe it's one of these like riser-ish samples. It's either that or maybe it's this one. I think it's this one. And then I put it through my sample sorter. I used Edison,
Oh yeah, you
and then
cool stuff.
I used my. You probably can't see the dialog window.
No,
What if I?
I don't know if they can
Make
on
it
the screen,
detached.
but
No, it doesn't show. Yeah, so basically I made a thing so that you can just chop up a sample, rearrange. So chop up a sample. Wait, no, this already had it. I have to delete this one. Okay, so you can chop up a sample. Like that. And then you can sort it by peak loudness. Like so. I'm just gonna delete the markers. And then you get this.
which is crazy.
Why can't I play it? What? I'm gonna track it
Franken it.
out, I guess. Okay. There we go. Yeah. It's pretty cool.
That's so cool.
So that was that sound here. And then yeah, here's this the riser from before.
So cool.
What's this stuff here? Oh yeah, like huge amount of layers for the tail. This is cool. Like I kind of made like a tambourine, just using like ring modulation.
Yeah.
I actually do remember how I made this one. If you listen to like the end, it kind of sounds like. What's it called again? Like the MP3 thing.
Digitalis?
Yeah, and like what's the other?
Or codec? Lossy?
Yeah, lossy. But it's not made
There's
with
so
lossy.
many of them now.
Yeah. It's just like a pad, I think. It's just like a reverb tail from Vital, and then I'm like loading up on like a spectral compressor, and just boosting it like in the mids and the highs, and just like upward compressing it like that. Oh yeah, and the art. That's a serum. What?
What the hell?
it's like nothing there. It's just like OTT bringing it like everything out.
That's sick. I love the way from it just kind of wiggles. That's hilarious.
What even this is? Why is it so quiet? The whole thing's like
that's
quiet.
so funny. I love that.
I don't think the effects are doing much, even though there's like I'm using like 9 slots. We love hamburger. Yeah, like they're not doing that much.
Yeah, like 5% each time.
Mm.
But it compounds, eh?
Yep.
that I'm not over that wave table, that's so funny. Last sound. Ooh, it's so staticky. Rumble.
And I believe that should be everything.
Absolute banger.
Yeah.
Round of applause.
Hey.
That was awesome, Ella.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, you guys, for coming along and chatting along.
It's great fun.
Yeah.
Cool seeing how you do it.
Yeah.
Are you gonna do any
Alright.
more of these in the future?
Yeah.
Any more tracks?
Maybe.
That'd be cool.
I'll see if like, cause like this one I think like, the reason why I wanted to do it is like, a lot of interesting things happened in the making of this. So, I'll see.
That'd be well cool. Stay tuned for the Find Me breakdown. Whoa, coming soon. Subscribe to Eva's channel to be notified on that. Don't want to miss out.
The whole stream would just be like us trying to open the FLP. And like trying to find the samples and find the plugins.
Yeah, that project file was on 2 computers ago, so we're in the dumps for that.
Yeah.
Funny.
Alright, I think I'll wrap up the stream here. Thank you everyone for tuning in. I'll see you maybe sometime in the future.
Have a good one.
Bye, Eva. Bye, Eva.
Bye.